We know exactly where he sits. Well, that is the explosive claim now coming from a former senior commander of Iran's powerful military force, the IRGC. And the message? The message is clearly aimed at one man, Israeli Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu. The man making this claim is Yahya Rahim, a long-time military insider who has been part of Iran's top strategic circle for decades and previously worked with Ali Khamenei. According to him, Iran's intelligence network has precise information about where Israel Prime Minister conducts high-level war meetings. His warning? If Iran chooses to act, it knows the coordinate. Now let's pause here. Is this a direct threat or psychological warfare? This is Times XP. It's me, Dhriti Yatri, and let's break this down. Well, in modern conflicts, intelligence is everything. Satellite tracking, cyber surveillance, human source, and signal interception. So when a senior Iranian figure says that we know where, it is meant to send a signal. You're not invisible. This creates pressure. This plants the doubt. This forces the other side to rethink about their security. And yes, he also made another big claim. He said that the recent US and Israeli airstrikes hit largely empty sites because, according to him, Iran had reportedly relocated the key missile systems before the attack began. In other words, he is suggesting that Tehran anticipated the strikes and moved its strategic assets in advance. Though independent verification of that claim remains unclear, but the message again is about preparedness. And then comes the numbers game, right? Well, he says that Iran has massively expanded its missile and drone capacity since the last major confrontation, multiplying production and deployment multiple times over. Analysts already know that Iran possesses one of the largest missile arsenals in the Middle East, including short, medium, and long-range systems. Over the years, Tehran has invested heavily in precision guidance technology and swarm-style drone tactics designed to overwhelm the air defenses. Well, there was also political messaging woven into this remark. He criticized Trump, claiming that American decision-making was influenced by Israeli assessment of Iran's military capability. Now again, this is narrative warfare, shaping perception as much as the battlefield reality. Perhaps the most striking part of his statement was this. He said Iran's system does not depend on individuals. Even if key leaders are targeted, the structure remains. According to him, the state will continue functioning and leadership transition, it will not weaken their system. And you know why is he saying this now? Well, he's saying this now because leadership, it passes on. Targeting top officials have become a modern military tactic. By saying that the system survives, Iran is trying to signal resilience. So another question is, what are we really witnessing? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a war of missiles. Yes, indeed it is, but it is also a war of messaging. Every statement, it is calculated. Every threat is layered. Every claim is meant to influence decision makers in Tel Aviv, Washington, and beyond. And another question, does Iran truly know the location of the so-called secret war room? Well, that remains impossible to independently confirm, but the strategic intent behind the statement is clear. Deterrence through fear. And in conflicts like these, sometimes the most powerful weapon is not the missile, it is uncertainty.